Hey girls, I'm Christina Hardy with New Beginnings Ministries. This month we're focusing on relationships. And I want to ask you, what is your love language? Have you ever been asked that question? There's an amazing book out there called The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. I'm going to ask you, are you quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, touch, or gifts? What do I mean by that? Okay, let's say your husband does the dishes for you, puts the towel over his shoulder, slaves away in the kitchen, and then afterwards he's like, baby, and you're thinking, I totally don't feel loved. He didn't tell me I'm beautiful. He didn't tell me that I'm wonderful. Or let's do this. Maybe your husband on your birthday gets you the most extravagant gift, and afterwards he's looking for some affirmation that he did well for you, and you're thinking, I just wish that he would have rubbed my shoulders because they hurt so bad, and maybe gave me a foot rub. So we all receive love in different ways. And also your spouse receives love maybe in the way that you do not. So girls, your husband may be wishing you would rub his feet, and all you've been doing is saying, husband, I love you, you're so wonderful, and he is more of a touch person. Or maybe he is words of affirmation, and you keep buying him gifts, and he's just wanting to hear that he's an amazing husband and wants to be appreciated by you telling him. And so it is so important in our relationships to know what our spouse's love languages, and then also what our love language is, and communicating that with our spouse. Because if you're speaking the wrong love language, it's not going to go over very well. I'm going to tell you a funny story. So when I was married to Josh, 6 months into it, we had 3 little girls. I was so excited for my birthday, and I assumed he knew that, my birthday is a big deal, and everyone in my family's birthday is a big deal to me. I go all out. I decorate the house. I make them a special breakfast. You get whatever you want on your birthday. It is one day. It's all about you. Well, I forgot to communicate that with my husband. I just thought maybe he could read my mind. So when I woke up on my birthday, I'm thinking he is going to outdo himself. It's our first time ever celebrating our birthdays together and in our marriage. And so I wake up and I'm just anticipating him coming in with a tray with breakfast on it, and 30 minutes goes by and I realize he's not bringing me breakfast. So I thought, maybe him and the girls made me breakfast. So I tiptoe out of the bedroom and I go into the dining room kitchen and no one's there. And I look into the family room, they're watching TV, and I'm like, what the heck? It's my birthday. I am heartbroken, but I don't say anything. So I'm just maybe thinking he's going to do something special later on. Well, as the day progresses, I get this delivery, and I'm thinking, oh, he got me something special. Well, it was chocolate-covered strawberries from my girlfriends in Chicago. I love you, Nancy and Amy. They serve on the New Beginnings team. Anyway, I was so excited. They got me chocolate-covered strawberries. I tried to hint to my husband, how special that made me feel. I Skyped my girlfriends immediately. I eat the entire box of chocolate-covered strawberries, crying my eyes out because I turned 30, and also because my husband didn't do jack squat, nothing for me on my birthday. And so they say, Christina, you have to tell him. He needs to know. If you don't tell him, we're going to. So that night, when he didn't do anything else, he got me what I asked for my birthday, which was very sweet, which all I asked for, which I should have asked for something better, was a heated blanket, an electric blanket. And so I just said to him, babe, I just have to tell you something. I know this might hurt your feelings, but for my birthday, I really, really love flowers. I love homemade cards. I love the house to be decorated. Like, even make me a dinner or breakfast or something to make me feel special. Because I promise when your birthday comes, which his birthday is 2 days after mine, I am going to knock your socks off. You're going to feel so loved. You won't even know what to do with yourself. He felt so bad, and I felt so bad telling him, but I knew that he needed to know what makes me feel special and loved. So that next morning, I woke up to the girls and him singing me a happy birthday with breakfast on a tray. I walked out of the bedroom. He had flower arrangements all over the house. He had decorations, and the kids had made me homemade cards. It made me feel so loved and so special. And so I tell you that story only because I want you to take time to go and tell your spouse what your love language is. If he doesn't know, how is he supposed to speak your love language? So remember my story next time that you get disappointed in when your husband doesn't do something for you on your birthday or anniversary or a day that's special to you. You need to communicate with your spouse what your love language is. I've got so many more things I want to share with you this month about relationships, but I hope that has encouraged you to speak up and discover what your love language is. I want you to go to our website, afreshstartatlife.com. You can find out more information about the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman, which I encourage you to get. And then also make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest so that we can speak into your life on a regular basis.